Hey guys, so welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So today, Tuesday, of course I told you I was gonna do mostly like writing stuff, events and all that. It's Labor Day weekend. I had 4 days off. I had to fight for these 4 days, guys, literally. So let's start with what I finished reading for the month so far. Beverly Jenkins, To Catch a Raven. Absolutely love this. This is about a anyway guys, so this is historical romance, and this is Beverly Jenkins. Beverly Jenkins really knows how to make a historical romance and also pack it with actual historical facts, but of course it's all inspired by these things. So this is about a woman, Raven. The Raven is pretty much come from a family of basically thieves. They have stolen valuables and ultimately use it so they can help their family. Now you have Roxanne, who comes from wealth. He is basically don't know what the struggle is for black folks in the South. He is in Boston. His grandfather was wealthy and he inherited that. So when he discovered that his father has a past, and a past with a woman who had some sketchy things, he's now get trapped in this blackmail where he has to team up with a woman, Raven family, his family, in order to find the Declaration of Independence. Now the author took this as a inspiration because even recently, as far as I think 2018, there was another copy found of the Declaration of Independence. There are several copies. There's always the question about which one is the original, that kind of deal. But it makes the story interesting, and how they have to go in the South, where both of them don't know the struggle of certain things, because she's in New Orleans, where she doesn't really experience some of the things that someone from North Carolina would, or South Carolina, that kind of deal. So they have to go in the belly of some racial issues to go find that declaration. So they had to pretend that they were married. So this is a marriage of convenience kind of deal, and how they became attracted to each other, the things that happened. It was sexy, it was funny, it was interesting. This is like a feel-good kind of, you smiling, but then it also gives you the whole idea of the series, which is Women Who Dare, and this is the third book in the series. So there's that idea of women who go against the traditional norm and the stigma that comes with it. So that's where you get Raven, who is completely living a different lifestyle than what traditional women were considered a lady to do, and how it impacts their relationship. Sorry guys, my neighbors are doing some work and I'm the only one out here barbecuing, but it's gonna rain tonight and all of tomorrow, so this is the only day I can barbecue, but that's what we're doing. So anyway, this one, absolutely go get it. If you are a historical fan, if you like historical fiction, if you were a Beverly Jenkins fan, she never missed the point when it comes to, she never missed the bar when it comes to historical fiction romance. So yeah. So next thing I'm doing is I am working on my draft for the last book that I started writing. And if you're new to my channel, I do Caribbean romance or Caribbean love story. In this case, it's actually a romance, but it's entanglement of friends. That's the best way I could put it. But it is done in a way where you are experiencing those who leave the island and those who go back, and why they went back, and the romance that comes with both situations. They are Caribbean, as in they all are Jamaican, and not all are Jamaican. One character is not, but they are Jamaican. Some were born in Jamaica, some came to the US when they were very young. But there's drama, but it's how they all come together. I love this story. That's the best way I can explain it for now. I don't want to really talk too much about it in detail yet. But I am going to finish the last chapter, and I am going to also work on the epilogue and tie it in. But I had to go back and read at least the last 2 chapters to get back in the groove of the story for me to end the story. But it's hard to do that and not wanting to edit, because I already seen tons of things that I need to edit. But then I'm like, no, it's a draft. Don't edit. Just read. Get the feel for the story again, and then move into starting to write the last chapter, which I have tons of notes on. I talked about my endless notebook. And it is a Tommy River paper notebook. I love writing it, and I keep in it, and this is where I put like my ideas and things that I come up with. I always travel with this book, because things will come up in my mind. I'm like, yeah, I could add that to a story or a future story, that kind of deal. So that's what I'm doing. I use Scrivener still. Scrivener still works for me, and I am going to try and see how much I can get done today before I have company. I do have my niece sitting over there. She's not saying anything, but she is sitting over there, and I have my mom and other people that might drop by. So I know I'm not gonna get that much done, but I'm just attempting to do some work before everybody starts coming in and I have to socialize, family. So yeah. Alright guys, so I'm done. So usually when I write, sometimes if I'm not home and I know I'm gonna be distracted, I listen to a lot of like old school R&B music and stuff. So that's what I was listening to. We're talking 80s and 90s kind of deal. Anyway guys, I am done. Can you speak? The last chapter is done, and now I can see my zero draft is done. So now I'm going to get to the beginning, not taking any break like I'd always do, but I don't need to, because I took a very long break. This is my first time going back into this weekend, and I literally only had a chapter and the epilogue to finish, and it's done. So now I need to just go back to chapter 1 and just write. So that's what I'm gonna do. Edit. Major edit. But I'm happy I had these 4 days off, and I was a bum because I went nowhere. I did nothing exciting. I didn't even go to dinner. I literally stayed in my parents' house the entire time. Yesterday was the most active, which was, the day before Labor Day. And today, Labor Day, it was me in the house doing this. And I'm happy it is done. I gotta check this off my list. And yeah, I'm loving it so far. So we're gonna go to first draft, first revision. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna end this here, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.